to be alone. Tell me if you want to follow me now, to follow me. Take me to your arms and never leave me. Don't leave me, boy. Tell me if you want to follow me now, to follow me. Take me to your arms and never leave me. Don't leave me, boy.
Are you taught aware even about your guy? Are you taught aware even about your guy? Are you taught aware even about your guy? Are you taught aware even about your
Well, good morning. Good morning, everyone. We are officially live for the afternoon session of day number 6. I was not expecting to be up this early, but things can change very quickly, so I thought might as well get on and stream this live for everyone. This should be a good afternoon session. On the docket, we got Stephen Burton and Alex Merkx to start the day off, and then Wessel Nijman versus Cameron Carolissen, Ian White, and Sandro, Eric Sosing, Stephen Bunting, and Gotthardt to end the day. So we got the scoreboard up there. Should be a good afternoon session. I have Stephen Burton winning this first game. As they are now doing their walkouts. But good morning, everybody. I hope you are awake and ready. I know there's probably some people in England and in Europe watching, so good afternoon to all of you watching across the pond. This is going to be a good match. Yesterday, we witnessed probably one of the better days. Obviously, Michael Smith going out. That's a big thing. Michael Smith going out. The number 2 seed, he will most likely be dropping out of the top. He is going to be dropping outside of the top 10. It's a question of whether or not he is dropping out of the top 15. That's going to be a huge story to follow in this one. But we have Stephen Burton and Alexander Merkx on the stage. They're just throwing up their warm-up throws. If you are in chat, want to say good morning, say good morning. And I hope you're ready for an awesome day of PDC action here. Besides this stream this morning, I'll stream the afternoon sessions, or the evening sessions, which is this afternoon for myself. Starts around noon for me. So we will be live about 5 minutes prior to the start of the broadcast, which is at 7 p.m. UK time. So, but I'm ready. I am ready for today. I am very excited. We get to see Stephen Bunting. So 100 to start off for Merkx as he has the throw first. And Burton replies with the same. I may have to add more delays. My scoreboard's just a little bit ahead of me. But again, good morning, good afternoon. So 119 left for Merkx. The Dutchman, Burton. Has 156 to try and win this. But messes that one up. So 79 left for Merkx. We're still not quite synced up. Which is fine. I can just add more delays. And there we go. $180, first one of the day from Alexander Merkx. There we go. Merkx won the first leg of the set. This is a race to 3. Oh, Burton. Big fish left for Merkx. He'll go for it. There's one. Oh, just under the wire on the second triple 20. But gets a good score in the end. 98 to go down to 72. 199 left for Burton. He is not on an out. I may have picked this one wrong as he is currently down in this one. 1 leg to 0. Not looking great. Double 16 for Merkx. He misses that. Burton now to try and take the set. Hits one single 20. Hits a triple 20. Goes for double 10. Gets it. Wow. There we go. That is the way you get your game going. Hitting a big out there. $97 for Merkx on his first throw here in the third leg of set number 1. $100 for Burton. 85 now for Burton, and Merkx trying to capitalize on that low score. Has already done that. 180 for Merkx. Wow. So already two 180s for Alexander Merkx in this one. We got some coffee this morning. Again, it is almost 6 a.m. where I'm at. I was awake by 5:30, so at one point I will have to get up and feed my dogs. $45 for Burton, not a great visit. Double 16 to win the leg, misses the double 16, hits 8, and now has double 12 left for Merkx, and now for a 1-6-1 out, misses the triple 20, so he is definitely not going to get this now. And only comes up with 45, 116 left for Burton. Merkx for double 12 to win the third leg here. Hits the 12, goes double 6, misses double 6 on the outside wire. So 12 for Merkx. He'll come back for double 12 for double 6. 81 for Burton. He is not scoring real great in this leg, and Merkx takes advantage and wins that third leg on double 6. Burton needs to figure out a way to get some trebles on the board. He is not great on the trebles. $96 for Merkx. There we go. Now Burton is finding some trebles, but he only puts up 98 going triple 20, single 18. $60 for Burton, puts him down to 284. He's not in total control of the leg, I would say. 96. He does take a slight advantage now. Burton needs a big score here. Gets the treble 20, has a single 20 in there, gets 100 to finish that one off. 184 doesn't get him down to a finish yet. Merkx trying to get down to a finish, doesn't get there. Gets 56. Well, he leaves 170. He will try and go for it, but Burton is going to have an actual visit here at a finish as he leaves 90. One triple 20. Second triple 20. The bullseye! No. Burton needs to take this out. Double 5 to in the leg. Doesn't get it. 39 left for Merkx. Hits the 7. Leaves double 16. Hits 16. Goes double 8. Hits the double 8. And he wins the set. 3-1. And wow. That was I would say not the quickest set we've seen in the opening sets of this first round tournament, of the first round of the World Darts Championship tournament, but that was very quick work indeed. So there we go. I'd say not the quickest set we've seen in the opening sets of this first round tournament, of the first round of the World Darts Championship tournament, but that was very quick work indeed. So there we go. Just making sure the stream is live. So there we go. So first set to Alexander Merkx. And we are in the break now. So obviously a good first set for Merkx. I did not expect him to come out like that. I thought maybe Burton would show a little bit more there, but he will have the throw to start the second set, but he's got to pick it up. I mean, the scoring was horrendous. 77 average for Burton, 79 for Merkx. 100 plus throws, though. Burton does have the advantage 6-4. No one's hit above 140 yet. And 2 180s in the favor of Alexander Merkx. So that's the statistics so far. Eventually, I'm hoping to add like a bottom bar on the bottom of the screen here that kind of tells the matchups right here, just across the bottom, which would be nice, just so you all can have a schedule of play for the day. But I already got my poor machine is already running a 16-17 second delay on the scoreboard, so it's using up quite a bit of power to power that. So again, we had a great day yesterday, watching the streams together, watching the broadcast together, as we saw Michael Smith go out. That was a hell of a match by both players, Michael Smith and Kevin Dutz. And we're live on YouTube and on Twitch on HAT Darts here. When we do watch alongs, I'll definitely be streaming on both. When I do tournaments, I may just stay on YouTube, just because that way I'm not using a bunch of power for all this. And that will be Grand Board tournaments. I've already streamed a couple of them. It's just I don't play in a ton of those because I play in some remote league, remote tournaments that you have to do at a bar. So, so here we go. Second set starting here. Burton only puts up a score of 42. Or 32, excuse me. Or 33, I should say. 140 for Burton. The first 140 plus of the match. And Merkx is going to reply with a 180. $85 for Merkx, puts him down to 194. Not an out. And Burton doesn't capitalize on that. So an opportunity here for Merkx to break the throw right away. Burton puts up 65, gets him down to an out, but a very hard out. Merkx takes advantage of that, takes out 58, and he wins the first leg. Merkx is looking really good. He's just really calm, cool, collected. Good throwing mechanics. Hits that double top to win. 118 double top. 137 to start the second leg for Merkx. $100 for Burton. He needs to somehow match Merkx. Merkx has just been really good so far. $55 for Burton. He is struggling. This is what a real struggle looks like in this match. He is not hitting those big power scoring shots. Burton goes double top, takes the leg again. So 2 legs in a row. He's won the last 3 in a row. $100 for Burton. Good start. Averages so far 86 for Merkx, 76 for Burton. $140 for Burton. Good visit there. He is in control of the leg, but he's had 16 trebleless visits. But he's finding them now. 2 140s in a row. $93 for Merkx, so he's just pretty much given up on this leg. A 1-2-1 for Burton. He's not going to get it. $62 remaining for Burton to check this one out. Goes 14, then to 16, and then tries to get the double 16. No good. Just on the outside wire. Double 16 to win the leg. He does. So he gets 1 leg on the board. So a good holder throw. But if Merkx can hold his throw here, he takes a set and goes 2 sets up on Stephen Burton. $140 for Burton, so good visit. As Merkx now is kind of squabbling a little bit here. Hits a single 1 and a triple 5. Doesn't get a great score. And Burton now finding that triple 20. That's 2 140s in a row again. You don't have to hit maximums all the time, but if you can if you're hitting 140s and keeping that pace up, you're gonna win. You're gonna get back into this, and that's what he needs to do. Doesn't find the treble 20 on his second dart or third dart. Leaves a 60, but he's down to a 161. 180 puts Merkx in a finish. He's not gonna get it. Doesn't even get a treble. $26 for Burton. Ugh. Now he's throwing like I throw. And now Merkx, he's back into it. 180, leaves double 14 to win the set. Burton can't take that 135 out. Ay, ay, ay. 28 to win. First 2 darts outside, 3 darts outside the double 14. Now an opportunity for Burton. He needs something here. He could go triple 13, double 16. Oh, yeah. Misses double top, and now Alexander is just needing 28. Low, outside again. And he hits 14. That leaves double 7. All right, Burton for double 10. Outside the wire on his first dart. Second dart in the wire on the single 10. Goes up high for the double 5. His checkouts suck. His checking out is terrible. Merkx hits the double 4 to win the set. What the hell is Burton doing? I mean, he's looking like a complete fool up on this stage. How some of these guys get into this tournament, I don't know. Like, the way that he was throwing, like, yeah, he's showing moments of brilliance. But most of the time, he looks like me throwing up there. I'm not a great average player. And here he was just, just hit the 5, hit a 1, doesn't even, he's had now 18 trebleless visits. 18 or 19 trebleless visits. Well, Merkx only's had like 7 or 8 of them. I mean, that makes a difference. If you're not going to hit the treble, I mean, you're not going to win these matches. You have to hit the treble to win. That is just the rule. You got to hit treble 20 at least. A cup like twice a leg. If you want to stay in that match. And he didn't. He absolutely dropped the ball. And I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go check on something. So we're at the break here. And averages wise, Merkx is in control. 81.21 3-dart average. 77 for Burton. 8 to 7, 100 plus throws, 100 plus visits in the favor of Burton. 5 to 1 on 140s, but 4 180s for Alexander Merkx and 0 for Burton. I mean, you can't make that shit up. I mean, he won the leg. He won the set because he hit a 180 at the end of it to get him down to a really easy finish. Granted that it took him a bit to finish that one off, but he got it done. So, yeah, not a great showing so far by Burton. He is just, I think this is going to be an easy 3-0. Now, which means my prediction was wrong. Oh, Ed Sheeran's at the darts today. That's how you know this, how the PDC and darts, how it's grown. I mean, you're getting celebrities attending these events. Well, third set has started. 125 here for Burton. Merkx had the throw, so has almost given that up. But right now for Burton, he needs a big ton here. And he starts off well. 2 treble 20s. Finally, he gets a 180. $140 for Merkx. Needs the 131. Doesn't get the 131 for Burton, but leaves a nice visit with tops. Double 20 to win the leg. Burton wins the first leg of set 3. $44. $97 now for Merkx. He leaves a 116 out. Burton needs a 180 to get to close to an out. He's not going that direction. He's going triple 19. Ay, ay, ay. Burton is going to be out of this tournament probably fairly easily. I mean, he's just not playing well. That's kind of disappointing to see how he's playing. It's a cat. You're fine, Morgan. Just leave her alone. My dog's crying because my cat decided to walk in the room. He's a little bit of a chicken like that. Ooh, Merkx has made a bit of a meal of that one. That leaves double 8. Second leg goes to Merkx after he hits double 8. Averages right now 80 for Merkx, 76 Burton. $100 for Burton. has a slight lead, but that's going to be taken out easily. So Burton needs a big visit here. Not going to get it. Nope, not even close now to getting it. 30. Oh, yeah. Merkx, 140. Almost had another maximum there. That would have been his 5th of the match. Can both these players just lose? This is not a good match. This is a... $48 for Merkx to take the third leg, gets it done on double 16. And 16, double 16, and took the leg, and now he's one leg away to moving on in this one. Well, Burton has gone down to 176 quickly here. He is in control of the leg on his throw. Again, 20, a single 5. Gets the bullseye at least for a consolation prize on that. Again, all it takes is Merkx hitting a 180 and he's back into this. Oy. Double 10 to win. Gets the leg. Good job for Burton climbing back into this. This is his first set that he's actually won 2 legs. $100 for Merkx. Commentators calling this a scrappy game. I bet they're just trying to be nice. If I'm honest, this game is terrible to watch. Scrappy would be that Burton has won a set and it's a, a close match. This is not close. And if there's Stephen Burton fans in the chat, I feel bad for you. This is not going well. 60 for Merkx leaves 130. 160 here for Burton to take the set. Nope. Hit a triple one, then a single five. Stephen Burton needs this 140 to win. Gets the treble 20. Oh. Yep, that's his matchup right there. Hits a single five, single three. Double six to win the set for Merkx, and he gets it. So Burton is done. I'm okay with that. That was atrocious. That was absolutely atrocious. Again, I could throw that. I could play at that level if that's all it takes to get into a world championship. So, what is the averages of that one? Stephen Burton finishes with an average of 75, 78 for Alexander Merkx, 12 to 10 in favor of Burton in ton plus throws, 140 plus throws, 7 to 3 in favor of Stephen Burton, but 4 to 1 on the 180 category in favor of Merkx. So Merkx having a great outing there. And yeah, I hope we don't see a match like that again. I really don't. So let's get ready for the next match, which is Wessel Nijman, Carolissen here. That will start in about 15 minutes. And while we have a break in the action, I'll be right back. Enjoy the music, and we'll have the next game here in just a moment. All right. Well, I should be back now for the rest of the stream. Shouldn't have any reason to really get up unless it's for the bathroom. Well, Wessel Nijman versus Carolissen. I think if you're a betting man, I think you're putting this all on Wessel Nijman, who's a really young talent, really good, had a good year. You know, not a Luke Littler year, but had a decent year. Wesley Nijman. I'm on sports. I know me that it lasts forever. I think he'll have the crowd on his side. You don't like Nijman, Man Masterful? I mean, his odds in this tournament are very good for such a young talent. Should be still banned. I guess I don't know what he did. What did he do to get banned? Where can you see the odds? Well, there's a lot of places where you can see the odds. If you go to olbg.com, that's a place you can see odds at from different bookmakers. You could also just probably go to any gambling website like Paddy Power, Ladbrokes, and you'll be able to see odds there. I go to olbg.com. I make predictions on there. Can't win anything because I live in the States, but I always like to give my luck a try there on the odds. So I was doing well there until the other day. Okay, Carolissen. I didn't know your game. I did not know your game. He starts off. You're in South Africa. You could go to olbg.com still and see the odds for the matches, see the odds for the winners, and all that. Again, you can't really win anything if you make predictions on there. I just like to do it to test myself. The betting sites that I use don't allow, are not doing the World Darts Championship at all. So, but I use offshore betting sites, but I won't go into that in detail. 140 for Carolissen. Wow. Wessel isn't sympathetic. I mean, he's a darts player. He doesn't have to be. Why do you have to be sympathetic? If you're a professional darts player playing at a high level that he plays at, there's no sympathy. There are no friends. I mean, people say they have friends, but let's be real. Once they get on that stage, the friendship's over. Double 12 for Carolissen to take the first leg. Misses high. Misses high on his second dart. I mean, he's got two really good guide darts there. And he hits the single 12. $139 for Nijman. Gets the triple 19. The bullseye and the double 16. There we go. Wessel is such a lucker. Yes. Very lucky to walk away with that leg. Wow. I did not know your game, Carolissen, though. I mean, that was a great way to open up the game with a 180 and then backed it up with a 140. 60. For Nijman on his opening throw here. Carolissen replies with the 60 of his own. Oi! Nijman, what was that? That was pretty pitiful. $140 for Carolissen. So Carolissen leaves the big fish. Nijman is not going to get a look at this 148. If I'm Carolissen, I go for this. I'm going for this easily. You hit a 180. Misses the first triple 20, so that ruins that. Bullseye to win the leg. Smacks her in. Wow. Hey, sometimes luck wins you games. I've started off tournaments with hat tricks, which is 3 bullseyes, and then followed them up with ton plus. And I'm not that good of a player, so sometimes luck gets, luck wins you the day. $43 for Nijman. Right now, Carolissen in control of this one. He needs a big visit, though. And he starts off well with a triple 20 just underneath. Good visit there by Nijman, 140, but a 122 out here for Carolissen. Oh, that's not a dart you wanted. But he can set himself up here for the out, and he will. He'll have another visit at this as Nijman's at 225. Stop it. It's just Pepper. Pepper, lay down. Pepper. Oh, overthrows that one. Nijman now needs 135s, and he's already taken a ton plus out. Starts off with the bull. Goes 19. So he leaves 54. Double top for Carolissen to take the leg. Ooh, Carolissen needs double 10 now. Oh, and he goes high. Dutchmen are often lucky. Do you watch Formula One, sir? I'm assuming you do, with a comment like that. Double one, the madhouse. Nijman double top to win the set. He gets it. All right. Well, sometimes it's undeserved, but the thing is, again, you could be the best power scorer in the world, but if you can't out, which is what Carolissen's problem is that he isn't hitting the outs that he needs, you're not going to win. You got to hit outs. And Wessel Nijman proved that he had 2 ton-plus outs. No, 1. His highest was a 139. So, and he's hitting 60% of his checkouts, 3 of 5. 0 for 10 for Carolissen. I mean, that's... If you're not going to out, if you can't out, then you're not going to win. You got to out. You got to be able to out and hit doubles. I mean, that's just part of it. So, that's just... It's unfortunate for Carolissen because he looked really good. He averaged 85 in that opening set, 86 for Wessel Nijman, 400 plus, ton plus visits for Nijman, but 140 plus, 5-2 in favor of Nijman, or excuse me, of Carolissen, and 180 thrown by Carolissen. So it tells you a lot. You know, you just have to maintain an average, and you got to be able to hit checkouts. And going 6 of 10 in checkouts, I mean, you're gonna win a lot of games. Or 5. What was it? 3 of 5. Excuse me, 3 of 5 on the checkouts. If you go 0 for 10, you're not gonna win. It's just how it works out for people. So trust me, I know. I've had chances at checkouts that I've not taken out in my time playing darts this season, and you know, we ended up losing those because I didn't go for because I made a mistake. It's just one of those things. Like a lot of players, like myself, I have still some aspects of like scoring I have to work on. Getting down to a finish, you know, keeping up with the pace of the game, and then hitting outs. Like those are like some definite struggles I still have, is scoring, getting down to an out where I can take it out. I mean, in tournaments and stuff, I haven't had that much problem taking out some easy outs. I had I've hit doubles and stuff, and the way that we play open in, open out, so you can hit whatever number you want. So you know, you can go triples, doubles, or singles to win. God, that. Carolissen. I just heard the commentator try and say his last name. I don't think he said it right, but I could be wrong. $96 for Nijman, leaves 302. 408 for Carolissen. Oh, can he get it? No. What a good visit. 140 puts him ahead of Nijman. Nijman with the one. Nice one. It gets finished with a 77, leaves 225. Carolissen can get a big visit here. He'll be at a checkout. He needs a treble. Doesn't get it. Carolissen gets down to a finish on 150. Nijman on the 160. Misses the first treble 20. I will end that. But he goes down to gets 100. Gets down to 60. Carolissen needs a good visit here. If he can check this out, that would be amazing. That's not the treble you wanted. Double 10. Lands it. Sorry, this is much better than the last match. Nijman with the 180. So the second 180 of the match, his first. $140. Carolissen gets down to a finish. 40 left for him. Nijman needs a big visit here to stay in the leg. Carolissen goes high on double top. Finally! One more. Hot through it, skied it a little bit. Not sure why that's not showing up. Carolissen, nice. Gets a leg in the second leg. Now we're to the decider.
We can set the world on fire.
140. Carolissen, nice visit there. Leaves 81. Nijman needs 98. Made a meal of that. A1 for Carolissen. Bullseye to win the set. Yeah, skied it. And Nijman gets the double top to win set number 2. So Nijman takes the second set here, leads 2-0. But this has been a much more entertaining game than the last game. That last game was dreadful. So let's take a look at the statistics there. 93 average for Nijman, 94.4, almost a 95 for Carolissen. 8 to 6 in ton plus throws, 5 to 10, 10 to 5 favor of Carolissen, and 140 pluses both have 3 180s. The biggest thing though has been checkouts. That's kind of the story of this game. Right now, I'll give it a moment here to get switched over on your guys' end. But the checkouts have been terrible by Carolissen. I mean, if we're going to be completely honest here. Should pop up here in just a moment. There we go. So right now the highest checkout for Carolissen is an 84 compared to a 139 for Wessel Nijman. 10 plus checkouts 1-0. That's not really the story. The story is that Wessel Nijman's hitting 66% checkouts, 14% for Carolissen. Nijman's had 9 chances at double and has hit 6 of those doubles. And Carolissen has had 14 chances at double and has only hit 2. That's really the story right there. You got to hit the doubles and you got to be able to check out, and Carolissen has not been there in the checkout. So you will have to go back to the drawing board and figure out what went wrong there. And we will have the third and final set here in just a moment. Do not worry, though. We still have more matches to come here today. We got 2 more. And then we will get a couple-hour break until the evening session, which means I will be taking a nap. I was up way too early this morning. We still got Ian White and Sandro, Eric Sosing, and Stephen Bunting and Kai Gotthardt is our headlining match today. We are on Twitch and on YouTube, so hello to all who are watching. Make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, like the stream as well. And we'll be back this afternoon for the afternoon session. Excuse me. Again, Carolissen is not a bad player. He is very good. It's just that he needs to work. If there's something that he will need to practice, especially if he wants to play at this level, is his checkouts. His checkouts have been probably some of the worst we've seen in the tournament. 100 by Nijman leaves 60. 48 for Carolissen. Hits. Needs 16, double 16. Hits the double 16 first. So now he goes to double 8. So a double-double finish possible. Misses the first dart at double 8. Second dart. It's in. Nijman hits another 180. Nijman on a 181 doesn't have an out, but he'll set himself up for one. 65 leaves 116. Carolissen leaves 161. Double 18 for Nijman to go with the 116 out. Doesn't get it. And now Carolissen needs... Gets the first treble 20 in there. Can he get a second? Goes down to treble 17. Doesn't hit. 137 no total. Leaves him an out of 24. 36 for Wessel Nijman. Hits 18. Goes for double 9. Misses double 9. Hits the second one. Doesn't happen. Carolissen tries to get the double 12, misses high and under the wire. And double 6, he gets the leg. He goes 2 legs up over Nijman. Carolissen, that's how you say his name, Carolissen. You can tell I'm from the United States because I was saying Carolissen. Carolissen. Good start there, 140. $97 for Carolissen. $83 for Nijman. Right now, Carolissen in charge. Oh, Nijman bounces out one dart. That's the first bounce out we've seen today. Double four to win this set. Gets it. Nice job, Carolissen. Way to go. There we go. Now he's back in it. $100 for Carolissen. Nice start again, but Nijman's currently in control of his throw. Gets a 96. Carolissen can take advantage of that. If he can get a second triple 20 in there, that would give him the lead. He does. $140 for Nijman leaves him a 170 out. 1-2-1 for Carolissen. Nijman went for the big fish. Missed the bowl. Carolissen needs 1-2-1 to out this. Misses treble 17 and triple 20. Nijman needs 30. He'll try and go for double 15. Misses the first dart. Misses the second dart. Misses all three. Oh. 68 remaining for Cameron. Needs double four. Goes 66, leaving 2. He's in the madhouse. That first start by Nijman, not great. One dart at double. Misses at 8. Oh. Oh. Can he get it? Can Cameron get there? He can. Carolissen is in the madhouse. Got it. Carolissen, 4 straight legs on the bounce. $125 for Carolissen. Carolissen has a chance to set up a finish here. Nijman is out of a finish. So Carolissen gets that pressure off his back. Gets 100 for Carolissen, leaves 78. Nijman sets himself up here. Needs triple 18. It's triple 4. Still has a chance. So needs triple 16. That's it. Double 9, no. Nijman needs 36, double 18 to win the leg. $140 for Carolissen. Good first throw. $100 for Carolissen now. Nijman needs a big visit here. Not going to get it. 57. Keeps him out in front for the meantime, but Carolissen takes it right back on his first dart. Even 60 is going to be good. Gets 100, leaves 161. Now Nijman needing something. Gets 2 trebles in there, 2 treble 19s, leaves himself a finish. 115. Gets 60 out of it. Goes down to 101. Nijman needs 115 to win the leg. It's treble 20. Double 18 smacks it. But possible decider here for Nijman. He's on match point. $140 to start off this leg. $100-point deficit now for Nijman. Needs a big visit. Doesn't get it. 45. Carolissen leaving 61. Nijman won't get it. Does he get to an out with that? He does, but it's a difficult one. 156. Double 16 for Carolissen to win the leg. There we go. We're all tied up. Carolissen gets one treble 20. Just under the wire on his second one. Starts off with 100. Maintains pace with Nijman. $60 for Nijman. Opportunity for Carolissen. Actually, just immediately ties the score. Goes for it again. 180. Nijman only gets 60. Carolissen has an opportunity to set himself with an out and will get a visit at it. Oh! Nijman not showing promise here. 101 for the set. And he doesn't even have to take it out. He'll have another visit at and out. Goes 19, misses the triple 19. If he hits the double bull, he will have a chance at double 16. Decides, you know what? I'll just set myself up. Goes 14, then to 20. Leaves 48. Goes 16, double 16. $85 for Nijman. So he is now down to an out. Carolissen has to hit this to win the set. Hits the first dart at 16. Needs double 16. Second dart outside the wire. Take a moment to compose himself. Ah! Hits another single 16 just on the inside wire. Nijman needs 138 to win the match. Hits the triple 19. Hits triple 7. Oi! $98 for Nijman. Carolissen to win the set and tie this up and go to a decider. Double 8. Misses the first dart. Second dart. It's in there. Second set belongs to Carolissen. So here we go, guys. It's the final set. No tiebreaker because it is a first round. Good visit there by Carolissen. 140 leaves 301. Nijman needs a big visit here to keep up. He's going to get 60 to tie it. Whew. 140 by Carolissen gives him down to a 161. Same with Nijman. But Carolissen's going to get a look at this. Nijman gets 90, leaving 71. 61 out here for Carolissen. You can go 777 tops, 25 double 18. You're going to go 15. Leaves double 16 after the 14, single 14. Gets it! And he leads here for the first time in the match. Oh, there we go. Pop my wrist. $60 by Carolissen, not a great visit. As Nijman is picking up the pace here, hits 2 treble 20s, 180. 180. Carolissen, 180. $161 left for Carolissen. Nijman left 25. Not gonna get it. Carolissen leaves 36. 9 double 8 for Nijman. Gets it. We're all tied up. 1 leg all. Carolissen will have the throw here in the third leg of the 5th and final set. $140. Good start by Carolissen. Nijman. Oh, that 111. It's a sneaky one. Just reached out and grabbed his dart. 60 for Carolissen. Gets him down to 301. $45 by Nijman. $100 by Carolissen. Gets him down to 201. $139 by Carolissen gets him down to 62. Nijman needs a max, and he's not going to get it. He's all over the place now. Carolissen needs 62 to take the third leg here and go to the decider. Well, I shouldn't say decider, the match point. Needs 12 and double 16. And Carolissen leads here again. $134 by Nijman. In this fifth set, Carolissen's averaging 104. Not a great visit. Nijman gets 180 there. He's 187. $137 leaves 50 for Nijman. Carolissen needs a big visit here. Goes high. Goes high again. Oh, and a 1. Nice one. Double 16 for Nijman. Very easy for him to take that out. And we are in the fifth and final leg. It's a decider. Carolissen has the darts. Two triple 20s and a triple 1. Oh. Nijman with 180. Carolissen just under the wire. Goes above the wire. Splits the post and gets 100 out of that. $96. And he hits a triple 1 after a triple 20 on a deflect. Gets 82 out of it. Doesn't get him down to a finish. Nijman, triple 20. That should get him down to an easy finish here. 140. Oh, it needed a treble there. 85 for Nijman. Went for bull. Doesn't get it. That's a match start missed. Carolissen 1-5-5 out to win the match. Nijman needs 25 now to win. For the match here, gets it. Second dart. And Wessel, Nijman and Carolissen go the distance. But I think Carolissen made a very good effort there. Well, there we go, folks. Carolissen was terrible at the beginning. Let's just be honest about it. But the final statistics, Carolissen averaging 95, Nijman 94. Troubleless visits, Nijman 28 to 18 for Carolissen. 100 pluses, 10 plus throws, 27 to 21 in favor of Carolissen. 140 plus, 22 to 15, 187 to 6 in favor of Nijman. Highest out for both players, Nijman 139, 84 for Carolissen. 200 ton plus finishes for Nijman, 0 for Carolissen. In power scoring, yes, at the beginning, Carolissen was better, but he sucked at checkouts. I mean, he went 0 for 12 or 0 for 10 in that first set on checkouts. Can't miss those, man. You got a chance to check out, you got to do it. Yeah, Carolissen will finish 10 of 32 at checkout. So that's, yeah. But we move on to the next match. Which is Ian White taking on Eric Sandro Sosing. No, that wasn't the worst game. The previous match before this one, that was terrible to watch. That was very bad to watch. You can't call that the worst game when they both average above 90 and you had 2 ton plus finishes. I mean, that wasn't even that bad. Oh, White against Sosing. Yeah, that could be this could be a sleeper. But it's okay because it gets us set up for the headlining match with Stephen Bunting. We want to see the bullet do well. I think I picked the bullet. I picked I picked Nijman in this one. In the previous match, let's see who had the most 180s. Okay, so I got the Nijman game all correct. I got that one at least spot on. But now Carolissen should be proud about how he performed. That was very good by him. It's just that Nijman was just that hair better when it came down to the wire. But now we get a match that, yeah, I agree. This could be a really rough match. The first match of the day was probably the roughest. If I have to be completely honest, that first match was just not great. Not high averages, terrible checkouts, the whole shebang. That one almost put me back to sleep. This match is probably going to put me to sleep, so I apologize if I fall asleep on stream. That's what happens when you're up at 5:30 in the morning to watch darts. Again, make sure you hit the follow button on this channel. We're going to do a lot of these, obviously, to cover the World Championships. I would like to do some during the actual season when we get to, Bahrain, to the World Series of Darts and the TV majors, of course. The Pro Tours most likely are not going to happen unless they fall on a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. That's kind of the big deal with me, is that I work Sunday through Wednesday and at the times that the darts is on, so I can't really stream. I would like to do this full time eventually, become a darts content creator, but that's going to take a lot more effort than what I'm doing right now. So, but yeah, hit that follow button. I would like to get this channel growing. I have my own another personal channel called EV500. That's for sim racing content. In the next stream on that will be possibly the Daytona 24 hours on iRacing. So I don't do too much of that anymore just because I'm busy with work and other gigs. I'm also a sports broadcaster here in my community. I cover dirt track racing, NCAA college football Division II and Division II college basketball. So my schedule actually picks back up in January. I've had this entire month off pretty much. We had one game to cover, and now I get to cover darts. So it gives me time on the mic at least. So that's why I do this, is to give me some mic time, give me some content time. Of course, my dirt track season will start up in May, and that will run pretty much to the beginning of September. Every Friday, at least every Friday. Some weekends I'll be busy on double date, like we'll have a weekend show, or I'll have to travel to cover a race or something. So, but I love the darts, so that's why we're doing this. Darts is a great sport. I hope you guys are enjoying the coverage so far. The next darts tournament, in-person tournament that I'll partake in will most likely be on March 14th or 15th, I think. Actually, no. It'll be February for our city shootout with our league that we're a part of. but I probably won't record a whole ton of content there. It's really uncomfortable to try and record in these bars because I don't want to break any rules or anything like that. I'm going to try and get better at that, but I don't have the greatest camera in the world to cover all that and the equipment. But the St. Patrick's Day tournament, I may be able to do a bit more coverage because that's in a convention center. That's a little bit easier. I do need somebody to join me on these trips. So if you're in the Midwest or in the South Dakota region and want to do some camera work, let me know. The next Grand Board live stream will be either tonight or tomorrow. It depends on a couple of things. One, if I go play EDC tonight with a teammate of mine, try and win some money, and that depends on if we are going tonight or tomorrow. He hasn't messaged me yet. It's kind of one of those things we decide the day of. Usually the afternoon of the tournament. So if you don't know what EDC is a remote online tournament. That happens on soft tip boards in the United States. It's incredibly fun. I enjoy those. Gets me out of the house. Gets me playing more darts instead of just one night a week. We've been super close to winning a couple of them too. Or being in the money. British people and their love of beans. I will never understand it. I will never understand the love of beans on toast and all that by the British people. But, so what are our predictions for this next match? Ian White taking on Sandro Erickson, Sosing. I think if you're looking at this as a potential betting bet, you would want to go with Ian White to win, probably most 180s and highest checkout. I don't know anything about this Sosing guy. Some of these players I don't know because they're either not playing a ton with the PDC or they came through a qualifier. That's where I lack my knowledge is on some of these guys. And Sosing Sandro Eric Sosing is one of those guys. I think it's going to be a 3-1 if I had to guess. 3-0, 3-1. Ian White to win it. But again, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are watching. In case you've missed the last couple of matches, Alexander Merkx defeats Stephen Burton 3-0. Wessel Nijman got the better of Carolissen in a very good match, I thought. 3-2. And now we get to another, I would say, probably a sleeper. Oh. So Ian White, Sandro Eric Sosing has withdrawn from the match for medical reasons. He was experiencing some chest pain in the practice room, and after medical evaluation, they decided to take him to hospital to get treated and be evaluated there. So feel for Ian White, we'll just move on. So that means we're going to move into our headlining match tonight, which there will be an extended break here because obviously they're probably not even ready. Of course, I want to give my condolences to Wayne Martel, who unfortunately lost his wife earlier in the week, and that's got to be tough, especially right before Christmas. So, thoughts and prayers to Wayne Martel and his family, and I really hope that we get to see him at least on a broadcast. But totally would understand if he does not make a return for the World Dart Championships, as he is in mourning. So, very unfortunate for him. Not a great way to start off your holiday season. So those watching, make sure you hit the follow button on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, AJT Darts. Again, we're going to be rolling out more content. It just takes a little bit of time to get kind of everything set up and try and work around some things. So So now we're getting ready for the headlining match. So we're going to have an early morning, an early end here. So we'll keep the coverage going. This is not, if you're Bunting, this is, and Gotthardt, this is not the greatest of situations for you. You're going to go out early. You know, when you had an hour to prepare, now you have 10 minutes. I'm going to pull up something. So we're getting ready here for the Stephen Bunting, Kai Goddard again. Sandro, Eric, Sosing pulled out. I hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, almost evening time. All right, it's time, ladies and gentlemen, to go Bunting mental. What is the prediction? Sorry, I had a friend of mine, sim racing friend, messaging me about an app, and I'm just like, just stop worrying about this. Like, seriously. Oh, hold on. I got to take a call. All right, sorry about that. Had to take that call. All right, Stephen Bunting of taking on Kai Gotthardt. So Kai Gotthardt with a 180. Stephen Bunting needs a good visit there. Has a somewhat decent visit. Bunting needs a big visit again. 140 for Bunting, leaves 52. Double 12 for Gotthardt, gets it done. Bunting wins the second leg. There we go. All tied up at 1 leg all in this opening set. How does the scoring work with the last one and the walkover? What do you mean, like the last one, like the last match, or this leg? Me need to expand on that question a little bit. Ace Boogie Widda Woody. I like that name. A little bit of a mouthful, but I like that name. 180 by Goddard gets him down to a 130. Goddard gets the double 4 to go 2-1 up on Stephen Bunting. Last match with White and Sosing, I bet it's 2.5 on White, if that makes sense. Okay, so because the match was not played, I'm guessing they'll do a push. It depends on what the rules are of the sports book. You always, so when you bet on matches, this is something I highly recommend everyone doing. This is for any sport that you do. Make sure you read the rules on the website. By law, they have to put the rules on how they handle certain situations, and this should be covered by those rules. It will either be a push and you'll just receive your money back because the match was not played, and the PDC will take it as a buy. If the PDC decides it's a forfeit, then you will probably win the bet. So you'll just, but since you bet the spread, didn't you, to win by 2.5 sets? I'm assuming. I don't bet spreads. I don't like betting the spreads on darts. Money line's a little bit better because of this situation happening. You most likely will just get your money back. But again, it depends on the sports book. It depends on what the rules are. So always check your rule. Always check the rules of darts betting on the specific site you're on. It will clearly tell you what will happen if somebody withdraws from a match. I'm assuming it's going to be a push, and you'll just get the money back that you put down. But you won't get any winnings from it because the match did not officially start. So Goddard gets the first set in convincing fashion over Bunting. Barry, thank you for the info. It was just a parlay, so not entirely sure. And I'm guessing if it's a parlay, it'll hold because technically Ian White won it. That's when you get kind of really messy when it comes to sports betting, is if you actually put it in a parlay. If you just did a single bet, it's pretty simple. So I would just keep an eye on it, read the rules. That should give you some explanation. If that's not the case, then I would reach out to the provider and just ask him what happens in this situation. It will most likely go down as a scratch, so it will be like you never placed a bet on it in the first place, most likely. But it just really depends on what you do, on what their rules are. Because I'm guessing you're not the only person who's asking this question on that game. especially when it comes to betting. So just keep an eye on it. And obviously, like, if you have any questions, just reach out to your provider that you bet through. So, but talking stats here, Kai Gotthardt looking very good. 98.2 as his average in this first set. Only 89.9 for Stephen Bunting. 6-4 in favor of Kai Gotthardt in ton plus throws. 140 throws. It's going to be Stephen Bunting with 1, and there's been 4 total 180s in this match, and 3-1 in favor of Gotthardt. So Stephen Bunting on the back foot here. It's not like he's been terrible. It's just that Kai Goddard's just playing that much better. Kai Gotthardt, I think, was somebody a lot of people wrote off in the first round and just didn't realize what was going to happen. But now Kai Gotthardt, in an interview, said, "Don't doubt me." Pretty much, he doesn't. He's not a dark horse. He's not at the dark horse level of winning the tournament. You know, I think the dark horses are Wessel, Nijman. Even though people, even though he's somewhat favored, Jermaine Wadamina is a dark horse. Damon Hedda is a dark horse. I would also put in Kevin Dotes now after yesterday's performance against Michael Smith as kind of a dark horse. So if you're looking for advice on that dark horse, if you want to, extreme odds, Jermaine Wadamina is definitely one of them. Damon Hedda is one of them. Kai Gotthardt is starting to become one, but he's not quite there. He needs, if he beats Bunting, then I would say, okay, he may have a good run here. Matt Campbell, Jim Williams, obviously some people I would keep an eye on in the future. As we go into the Christmas time here. So Stephen Bunting will have the darts to start this second set. He stayed out there during the break, throwing some darts. Again, this is not an ideal situation for Stephen Bunting. You're out pretty much a total of an hour and 15 minutes ahead of schedule. So this is not what you want as your ideal situation, but you just have to go with it. You got to take it with stride and you got to go. And Bunting throws 60 to start this second set. And Gotthardt 81 hits the single one. Nice one. And Bunting is he's throwing pretty high, so above the triple 20, but he does get a treble in there, so he gets 100, but 180 by Kai Gotthardt. He has 4 180s to start this match off. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start if you're Kai Gotthardt. Stephen Bunting needs to relax a little bit. He's throwing high, so he's keeping that tip a little bit higher than he needs to. And just watching him, the way that he's throwing the dart, we'll watch another throw here. Points tip down just a little bit, gets it good hand. His hand was right where the placement needed to be. Then Bunting gets 105 out of that. .58 for Kai Gotthardt leaves him a 48 finish. And now Bunting gets a treble 19, so gets a good marker. Just a little bit high on the treble 19. 95 leaves him 100 out. 16, double 16 for Kai Gotthardt to take the first leg and break the Bunting throw. Misses double 16. And smack dabbed in the middle on this third dart. So hits the first 16, misses the second dart, and then his third dart goes between the goalposts. .57 for Kai Gotthardt to open up his second leg here. Stephen Bunting lands one in the treble 20 on his second dart. 140 on the last dart total. But Kai Gotthardt, very confident here. I mean, just the way he is just throwing his darts, the way he's looking at the board. He's very confident. Bunting. 2 triple 20s. Oh, hits the one. Nice one. $40 for Kai Gotthardt. So this is his worst leg so far. Bunting is taking advantage of it, though. He hits a treble 20 just above the wire on his second dart. Third dart just above the wire as well. Gets 100. Leaves a finish of 140. Now Kai Gotthardt, 1 in the treble 20 again, and 140 to finish that one off for him, that visit for him. Bunting goes low of the treble 20s. Doesn't have a chance at this, but will set up a finish. Gets a treble 20 at the end, leaves tops. Now it's 40 out for Stephen Bunting, 164 for Kai Gotthardt. Won't have a look. He does try it, doesn't get it. And now Stephen Bunting just needs tops to win his first leg here in the second set, and he gets it done. So Bunting ties the game 1-all, breaks the throw of Gotthardt. And now Gotthardt's going to have to watch Bunting try and win this set here. First dart, treble 20 for Bunting. Second dart, treble 20. Just goes high on the third dart. 140. Gotthardt goes high on the first dart in the single 20. Goes into the triple 5 on his second and just below the wire on his third dart. So a really terrible start for Kai Gotthardt. Kai Gotthardt on 446. Here's Stephen Bunting now. Hits the treble 20. Single 20, 100. Now Gotthardt, triple 19. Had a single 20 in there as well. Goes down to 312. Bunting on 261. Can get to an out on this visit if he hits a couple of treble 20s. He hits one. Goes down to 100. Leaves 161. Kai Gotthardt, 312 remaining for him. He is pretty much out of this leg. Gets 100, leaves 212. Now Bunting, he probably won't take this out. There's no reason to take it out. You're not being pressured now. So Bunting will set himself up. Probably goes 65. He hits the single bull. Leaves 96. And he knows he'll be back for that. So good, smart call. Didn't really have to put much of effort into hitting those in. So 96 for Bunting. Goes under the wire. Gets a triple 16. Leaves 8. So double 4 will be his visit. 156 for Gotthardt. He does try to go for it. Misses his first dart. And he gets 47, leaving 59. Bunting now to take the lead here in this set. Goes outside the wire. Inside the wire. Needs double 2. Hits it. I love Stephen Bunting's kid. What an ultimate cheerleader that he has. Gotthardt with his first round here in this fourth leg, puts up 60. Bunting under the triple 20 this time. Has to go to the 19s. Hits single 19. Goes 18. Doesn't get it either. So both players don't hit a treble in that one. Kai Gotthardt gets a triple 19 involved and will leave 345 from 441. Bunting needs a big visit here. Just under the wire. Thought about switching, but stays at the treble 20 and actually pays off. He gets 100 out of it. Kai Gotthardt replies with his own 100. 2:45 left for Gotthardt on his throw. 3:44 for Bunting here. Misses the first start off the treble 20. Goes down low to triple 19. Gets it. And then a second triple 19. 134 for Stephen Bunting. Gotthardt got a pretty good visit there. 96 leaves 149. A maximum for Bunting puts him in control and gets him a better out here. So he lands the first treble 20. Second treble 20's in there. Can he get it? No, he can't. He tried to go bull. 167 leaves 83. So a little bit more of a difficult out of that one. We'll probably need to start on treble 20 or treble 17. He may go treble 19 as well. But the smart call here is treble 17. Goes treble 17, misses. Needs treble 16, misses that as well. Bullseye! Doesn't get it. So now Gotthardt with 85. Needs double 9. Gets it. Now we're all tied up here. 2 legs all in the second set. Bunting kind of made a mess of that last out. Now Bunting needs to get back into the game. First throw in the fourth leg is Stephen Bunting with 60. Gotthardt gets a triple 19, 2 triple 19, 134 for Kai Gotthardt. Bunting needs a big visit here. Low, then high, and then back low. 60 again. Kai Gotthardt made a mess of this one as well. 56 for Gotthardt. Leaves 321. Bunting needs a max. Hits one, then a single 20. Then another single 20, 41. Bunting is having a tough time in this fourth leg here. Came out swinging in the beginning and then has tailed off. .340 needs a max to get down to somewhat of leave a finish, but well, at least get him closer to a checkout, but he goes 100, 240 left. Now Kai Gotthardt 221 to get himself to an out here. Gets 96, leaving 125. Bunting. Treble 20. Gets down below the wire. Goes 100, leaves 140. Needs 2 treble 20s and a 10. Oh! Kai Gotthardt was looking for a single bull there and hit two double bulls, leaving 16. Needs another one. Oh, just below the wire. Gets 120, brings his total down to 20. Double 8 for Gotthardt. This outside the wire. Misses all 3. All 3 for Gotthardt on the double 8 outside the wire. And now Bunting for double 10 to take the set. He gets it. Bunting takes the second set. And we're tied at 1 set all here. Bunting very lucky to win this set. He's going to breathe a sigh of relief because he should have not have won that. If Kai Gotthardt gets that double 8, he wins the set. But again, ladies and gentlemen, please hit that follow button. If you are watching on Twitch, hit the subscribe button over on YouTube. We're streaming on both today. And that's what we'll do for a lot of these watch alongs. We'll stream on both, kind of build up both. YouTube is going to be mainly for the Grand Board tournaments, and then, of course, content that I record from in-person tournaments and stuff. Twitch is going to be mainly used as a live watch along and chatting about darts and everything. So, love to grow both here. For those of you who don't know me, I go by AJT Darts on Grand Board and on Bull Shooters. It's on my jersey that I have. I have a single jersey. I have another one on the way. That's going to be more of my primary jersey. The second one I'll just use as my backup one. I'll probably buy a third jersey as well in March, just so I have some jerseys to wear when playing darts. So we'll be live again this afternoon for the evening session. I do live in the States, so the evening sessions are the afternoon. These afternoon sessions are very early mornings, so we won't cover too much of the mornings. The reason why I'm on this morning because I was up. So definitely not gonna make this a regular morning deal for myself. They start at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm sorry. I like my sleep on my days off. So and this is one of my days off. Of course, we won't cover the entirety of the event on watch-alongs. We'll only do Thursday, Friday, and Saturday sessions. Just because, I work Sunday through Wednesday, and the times I work actually coincide with the times darts are on. So, makes it kind of difficult to stream darts and work at the same time, especially since I work from home. And obviously can't really do that too much on the clock, but I hope all of you are having a good morning, good afternoon, semi-good evening from wherever you are watching. So we do have some people on Twitch watching. I appreciate all of you who are tuning in here this afternoon, this evening, this morning. But the average is now slightly more even. Kai Gotthardt down to a 91.2. Stephen Bunting went slightly down. 89.5, but he has the better stats when it comes to ton plus throws. 17 to 14 in favor of Stephen Bunting. 140 plus 3 to 1 in favor of Bunting, but 180s. We didn't see a single 180 in that second set. It's 4 to 1 in favor of Kai Gotthardt. Kai Gotthardt will have the throw when we come back out of the break, and then we don't have a break for the remainder of the match. That's something to keep in mind. So, and that may favor Kai Gotthardt because he does play better when it's just continuous flow. Stephen Bunting can play that, but he'll be thanking his lucky stars that he won that second set. So 1 to 1 here in sets. But this is going to be coming down to the wire. This should be a really good finish, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you stay with us. Stay with me here. Gotthardt he missed all three of the double eights, so they just showed a replay of that. Here we go. Gotthardt with the throw. Doesn't get a great first throw. Bunting, 2 triple 20s, 180. Now Gotthardt on the back foot. Gets 57 again. 386 remaining. Bunting. Misses the first treble 20, goes low, then tries to go to the 19s. Gets one treble 19 in there. Leaves 225 finish for him. 58 now for Gotthardt. $100 for Bunting, leaves a 125 finish. And last time we saw a 125 finish, it got Gotthardt hit 2 double bowls. Tries to go single bowl, doesn't get it, gets the triple 20, and leaves it goes for a total of 85, leaving tops. Gotthardt a long ways away from a finish, but he'll get down to one now. 140 for him, goes down to 96. So Bunting needs to hit this to win the leg, and he does. Simply easy for him. That was simple. Just had to go up there, hit the double top. Now Bunting averaging higher than Gotthardt. 100 by Bunting goes down to 401. Now Gotthardt needs something, hits the single 20, triple 19, stays on the 19s, and goes for a total of 96. Bunting, 2 100s in a row, gets him down to 301. Single 20, and triple 18. 94 for Kai Gotthardt. So pressure's still on here on Bunting on his throw. Gets a single 20, triple 20, and then another triple 20, 140. So all 3 throws by Stephen Bunting have been ton pluses. 139 by Kai Gotthardt. Doesn't get him down to a finish, though. 172 left. So Stephen Bunting will just have to set himself up here. He will. 125 by Bunting. He is throwing quite well. That's 3 ton plus throws by Bunting. He has 36 remaining. Double 18 to win the leg. Misses. Has to go double 9. Decides to split it, goes double 2, goes 2, then to double 8, misses that. But 114 for Kai Gotthardt is going to be difficult here. Misses triple 19, goes again, tries to go triple 15, then hits tops for 40, leaving tops for him if he visits again. Double 4 for Bunting is good, and Bunting now takes a 2-leg advantage in the third set. Gotthardt single 20, triple 20, single 19. Goes down to 405. 96 for him. $100 by Bunting. Oh. Yeah, Bunting so far in this third set averaging 103. $96. $41 for Gotthardt. He goes down to 264. Bunting needs a big visit here. Hits the single bowl. Tries to go up, hits 5. Now up on 30. It gets 50. Ooh. Ooh. He would love to have that one back. 94 for Gotthardt. Gets down to the big fish finish. $66 for Bunting. Hit a 5, a 1, and a triple 20. 96 for Gotthardt. Leaves him 74. Bunting needs a Big visit here to put on the pressure. Triple 20. Goes low to the 15s, hit 15, but 135, that's a very good visit. Puts a little bit of pressure on Gotthardt. He has to hit a triple. He goes tops. Misses tops. Bunting needs 54, so he'll start on 14. Hits the 14. Goes top. Lands it. And he wins his set 3-0. So Bunting will throw for match point. Single 20, triple 19, triple 19. 134. $93 by Gotthardt. Goes down to 408. 367 remaining for Bunting. Hits one triple 20. Misses the second dart on the triple 20. Hits a single and hits another single. 100 for Stephen Bunting. Gotthardt hits his first dart on triple 20. Second dart was just a little bit low. 137 for Gotthardt. Goes down to 271. Bunting hits a single 20. Hits the triple 20. Tries again. Leaves goes 100 that time. 167. Gets him to an out. Kai Gotthardt needs a triple to get to an out. Needs one more triple 20. Doesn't get it. Goes 94. Doesn't get him an out. 177. So Bunting again will set himself up here. Gets 59 there. 108 remains for Bunting. $93 for Gotthardt. Gets him to a finish, but now it's tough work for Bunting. Gets it done. 20, triple 16 tops. And he wins the first leg of this potential final set. $100 for Bunting. Single 5 for Gotthardt. 19. Leaves 362. Not a great visit. Triple 20 for Bunting. Just above the wire. 140. Leaves 121. Gotthardt 25. Bull and 20 leaves a 170. Bullseye for Bunting. Tries to go out on that. Leaves 40. Bunting requires tops. And he gets the set on double 10. Kind of made of a mess of it, but he got it done. So Stephen Bunting leads here 2-1 and has won 2 legs in this potential decider. $99 for Stephen Bunting on his first visit. We're going to be done before 9 a.m. here. Bunting low on his first start of the 20. Tries to go triple 18. Misses the first start, but hits it on the third dart. 3:10 remaining for Bunting. If Kai Gotthardt gets a good visit here, he'll be in this match. If he doesn't, he gets 65 after hitting the treble 19. Bunting now single 20. Another single 20, another single 20, 60. Not great, but not terrible either. 20, triple 19 for Gotthardt, and then another 19, 96. Gets him down to 280. Bunting in control. Hits the treble 20. Another no under the wire. And then he hits 5. 85. Doesn't get him to a finish. 165 remaining. In a master out, you would have a finish. But not in double out. So Bunting will start tops here. Or no, he goes 19. Now he goes top. He goes to the top part of the board. Hits a triple 20. Gets 97 out of it. Makes it an easier out of 68. And 100 for Gotthardt leaves tops. Bunting for the match needs a treble 20. Doesn't get there. Goes 8, leaves tops, and he manages it quite nicely, and he wins the match. Kai Gotthardt looked really good in that first set, but Bunting came back. Good sportsmanship at the end of that. Bunting definitely showing the respect to Kai Gotthardt, and Kai Gotthardt's World Darts Championship ends here in the second round. Bunting averaged a 92, Gotthardt 89. 22 to 13 trebleless visits in favor of Gotthardt. Bunting had a roll of 100 plus visits there, 28 to 19. 6 to 3 and 140s for Bunting, but 4 to 2 and 180s. Highest checkout for Bunting, 108.85 for Bunting. 1 ton plus finish and 50% in favor of checkouts by Bunting. And only, yeah, both players actually getting checkout percentages of 50%. So well, Stephen Bunting moving on in this one, and definitely one of those matches that, you know, that first set didn't look great, but he picked it up. So he moves on to the third round, and he comes back after Christmas. Crowd enjoying this. Obviously, Stephen Bunting, a very big crowd favorite, so good for Stephen Bunting there. A good round. Definitely not the best of afternoon sessions, for sure. As we're hitting the tail enders here of the first and second rounds. But we move into the evening session, which is going to feature Mickey Mansell, Tomoya Goto, Florian Hempel, Jeffrey Deswan, William O'Connor, Dylan Slevin, and the headlining match tonight, Michael Van Gerwen and James Hurl. Yes. So that is our matchup lineup for tonight. I will be back live tonight for those. here on Twitch and on YouTube. Just make sure to hit that follow button or subscribe button on either platform so you know exactly when I'm going live. We'll have the scoreboard and everything up and running. Potentially a couple extra graphics if I have time to get those finished. But again, another good session here at the PDC World Darts Championship. I'm going to go take a nap and get some sleep a little bit because I was up so early. And I want to thank all of you for watching and hanging out here this morning. Not the longest stream that, because of the one scratch on the docket. So, but to kind of give a summary here, Alex Merkx, Stephen Burton, Alex Merkx wins 3-0. Wessel Nijman gets the best of Carolissen, 3-2. And then Stephen Bunting beats Gotthardt 3-1. So thank you all for joining here this morning where I'm at. Of course, good afternoon to those who are on the other side of the pond. Does anybody know if the next game will be played earlier or according to schedule? Well, it was moved up. They just played the last game. Anton Akbar. So they did. So they moved up that last game up. So they just finished that game out. Stephen Bunting ended up winning 3-1. So, but that shouldn't affect the schedule for the rest of the day. Because their next game should be going ahead. They moved up that last game by almost an hour. So, and that's where the session ends. So Stephen Bunting moves on. Had some decent matches. I thought the match of the day was the Wessel Nijman. The match of the session was Wessel Nijman, Cameron Carolissen. So, but join me back this afternoon, or this evening, I should say, for the evening session for Mickey Mansell, Tomoya Goto, Florian Hempel, Jeffrey Deswan, William O'Connor, Dylan Slevin, and Michael Van Gerwen makes his appearance at the Alley Pally to take on James Hurl. So make sure you hit the follow button on Twitch. Hit subscribe on YouTube, and we'll be back here this afternoon here. Again, thank you all for watching. Appreciate all the support of this new world, this new content that I'm getting into. Hitting that follow button supports creators like me, and of course, helps me out here on Twitch, and hitting subscribe on YouTube helps me out over there. So thank you all so much. We'll see you here in 3 hours here on AJT Darts. Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your afternoon.